Hey y'all, welcome back to our new image. This is your Oracle Jewel the Dawn, back with another reading. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to light my sage, my thing acting like it don't want to work. I don't got time. I don't have time at all. Anyways, I'll just get with one of my trusty, not dusty incense. How y'all doing? Me, myself, I'm good. Just trying to maintain, It's like, nah. But anyways, let's get into it. We're going to be looking into the situation in regards to the Gemini for the month of April 2019. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go down over a little bit. Let us pray. Let me make sure that's upside down. All right, so new deck alert. I'm going to be pulling a card from this deck, the Archetype deck. All right. Asking for guidance for every sign for the month of April 2019 in regards to what character trait, what character trait, what personality trait, what characteristic they being the Geminis need to embody for the month of April to be able to fight their spiritual battles. All right. So we're going to shuffle. Check and see it. Yes. YouTube, I don't own that music playing in the background. That's the TV. My daughter's watching TV in the living room. All right, so be nice, all right? Let's see what we got. Okay, and I turned the deck over. Wow, that's so crazy. Okay, so the deck was upside down when I turned it over. And now that I've turned it over, it's like damn near every card in the deck is in reverse. So let me consult with the higher ups in regards to what I should be doing with these cards. Throw them out. do it over. Door to value in the reverse. All righty, Gemini. Let's get into it. So what we have going on surrounding the energy surrounding your situation for the month of April 2019 are financial constraints, yin and yang, cornucopia, and man holding a coin. So what I'm getting is that financial constraints are present and are on the mind of the Gemini or the Gemini's counterpart. There's a man holding a coin somewhere in the midst, whether it be the Gemini or the love interest of the Gemini. However that resonates, somebody is trying to create balance in their life with this other person. And I feel like the balance is to come out of these financial constraints, because the financial constraints are at the head of the read. So I feel like that's the reality, or that's the main issue here. What you want, though, at the root base of the read is the cornucopia, which is abundance, you know. So either the Gemini, or whether it's a male or female, however it resonates, there's a man holding a coin somewhere in the midst that someone's trying to balance things out with, to, you know, I guess balance the scales from being within financial constraints to being in a cornucopia. You know, if we can balance this thing out, then, you know, we can find even ground or something like that. We also have the chemistry card here. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And we have the honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I feel like that's, excuse me. I don't know where y'all live, but it's pollen season here. My window is open right here. Oh my gosh, it's just pollen mixed with incense, mixed with sage. Like, it's a lot going on. Okay, so, you know, I think somebody's trying to use their chemistry, you know, to make things work. Trying to create a blissful environment, you know. And I keep hearing the word finesse. I don't want to say finesse, but I just got to say it how it's coming to me, like to try to finesse the man holding a coin to have this cornucopia, period. I'm seeing us some finesse going on here. All right. So anyways, from the abundance deck, we have the abundance mindset card. It says, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Okay? And we have savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life focus. I remember readings in the past where Gemini was having financial issues and it was of their own doing. And I remember the savings card being there again. And I remember, I don't know if it was last month, which would be March or February, there was something about strategy. And I'm really feeling like, you know, the strategy is someone to finesse. I'm just sorry that's how it's coming across, you know, but you should be saving. And you should be thinking, feeling, speaking, seeing abundance in your life, you know. So let's get into the clarifying. Let's see what's going on. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles, work. I really was feeling that on my heart, but I didn't want to say it because I don't want to come off as rude. But, you know, whereas you trying to finesse somebody, maybe you should just work. I think the two faces of the Gemini have or are about to be showing themselves because of what they're going through financially. Yeah. Yeah, everything. Ooh. Mm-hmm. All right, Gemini. So I'm gonna start at the head of the read. The financial constraints card is being, well, hold on. Financial constraints card is being clarified with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Looking at the layout, how the cards were laid, it was like, I feel like somebody, whether it's Gemini or the person dealing with Gemini, but I'm feeling strong Gemini energy because like I was about to say, like every card is like the two faces. These two clarifying cards, clarifying these energies, cards around surrounding your energy or surrounding your situation. It's like the two different sides of the Gemini. Okay. So I feel like somebody is waiting for their abundance. You know, they're waiting kind of like to be saved. On the other side, they're anxious as fuck. And it's like this Knight of Swords card is facing towards this man holding a coin card. And I feel like on one hand, you're playing it like, on one hand, it's like everything is cool. You presenting everything like it's cool. Like I said, like, you know, trying to work things out with this yin and this yang card, this chemistry card, this honeymoon card, trying to finesse the situation, trying to, you know, make a blissful environment, trying to, you know, present it maybe outwardly or maybe to this person as if everything's cool, everything's peaceful, everything's blissful, like I'm just waiting. But on the other hand, it's like crazy ass thoughts, crazy ass words, crazy ass actions towards this man holding a coin. I'm feeling that I'm hearing nasty arguments and just not talking to them nice or however it's going because of the fact that Gemini is experiencing financial constraints. Like I'm getting the energy of like taking it out, like presenting to the world. On one hand, you're presenting to the world like everything's all good, but then behind the scenes, it's like you being nasty as fuck to this man holding a coin, taking out your financial frustrations on this man holding a coin. That's just the way the cards are laid out. That's just what I'm seeing. If you're not taking it out on the person, like maybe you're thinking, but for me, night cards are action cards. Like whether it's actively thinking or actively speaking, like the knights are the ones who get on the battlefield and go to war. So I'm feeling like there's hostility, and it's right. The Knight of Swords card is right next to the chemistry card. So it's like hostilities, negative energy, negative intent going towards this man with this coin. That's just the way I'm seeing it. Please don't take offense. Maybe it's coming towards you, Gemini. I don't know. But because, you know, in general reads, it could be reversed. You know, maybe it's just hostility. Maybe it's just frustration and you're not taking it out. It's just frustration. The yin yang card is being clarified with the Chariot card and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, somebody don't know whether to stay or to go. And I feel like that was a message in one of the last Gemini readings. Somebody don't know whether to stay or to go, but it's like they don't want to be single. They don't want to be single out here because they already experiencing financial constraints. I feel like somebody wants somebody to save them. Like somebody looking for somebody to come riding on their chariot and come save them. I'm sorry, I don't know what that sound was. Somebody's not doing too well though. And somebody is frustrated. I feel like somebody ready to leave, but they not trying to be single. So maybe, you know, somebody's to the point where it's like, I'm so frustrated and we're bickering and fussing and fighting or whatever. Like, I'm not going to leave this situation. I'm not going to leave you, but I am going to step out on you. Like, I'm getting to that point. Like there's a man out there checking for a woman that's not single. The cornucopia card is being clarified with the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Somebody ready to get active towards the cornucopia that they want, because the Ten of Pentacles in reversal they're not doing good financially. And somebody's ready to get active. They got their wand in hand. And it's weird because it's like I was saying, all of these cards to me are the two different faces of the Gemini. Three of Wands, like presenting to the world like it's all good. And this is the front. Like this, like, how can I explain this? Because you're seeing the back of this person. So their face is facing the world. And it's just like they're just chilling. It looks to the world like they're just chilling. They sitting on a hill, like they just chilling, checking things out. But behind the scenes, this is the energy. Okay? Because of financial constraints. This is the two faces of the Gemini, because it's like you're not single, but you're ready to get on through. You're ready to step out. You're not good, but to the outside world, you know, it looks good, but you're not. And it's like, you know, this yin yang card, like I was saying, trying to work it out with somebody, it could just very well be the two faces of the Gemini. While this side looks cool and chill like the moon, this side look like a forest fire. Two-faced. Two faces. And I'm not saying you have to wear your heart on your sleeve, or if you're going through something in private, you definitely don't have to display it publicly. But it's something about this reading, this energy here, that is like fucking fake. Like, I don't know. I hate to be offensive. I don't want to offend nobody, but it's just the energy that I'm feeling. Like every one of these cards, it's like one of these cards, it looks good. It looks chill. Like this card looks good, looks chill, looks like a queen, but this is a card of financial constraints, of not being good. Because if it were upright, it's like the total package. Like I have the money, I have the happiness, you know, like we're good, we're stable. But it's in reverse, so it means the opposite. But again, this is how Gemini is presenting themselves, their situation to the world, but this is really what's going on. And then the man holding a coin is being clarified with the Justice card in the reverse. and the Seven of Cups. I feel like I said, somebody don't know whether to stay or to go. Somebody not single. Somebody checking for them. Somebody's not single, but they ready to step out because of financial constraints. Like they're presenting it to the world like everything is all good, but really it's a lot of arguing and fussing and fighting going on behind the scenes and hostilities due to financial constraints. You know, somebody is presenting it to the world like they're sitting really pretty, but really they sitting on broke. And I don't know if the man holding a coin is actually holding a coin or not. If he is, he may not be sharing it with this woman, whether he's the Gemini, whether the woman is the Gemini. But I feel like there's some wrongdoing, there's some injustice going on because of illusions. This card to me, well, it does mean options and different choices and being confused, but it also means illusions. And I feel like this man holding a coin, even if he's being stingy or whatever, or maybe he just can't tap into, maybe he can't, he got it, but he don't got it like that to be, just giving it away all willy-nilly. Like, but I feel like it's some illusionary shit going on, and then the whole meanwhile, like, it's like injustice is being committed against him. In these cups, you got a woman, you got somebody with a sheet over their head with red aura around them, you got a snake, you got a dragon, you got leaves, you got what looks like jewelry, you got a castle. And it's like I said, somebody's presenting to the world like it's all good, but it's not. And somebody's holding on to something or someone for money when they could really just save their money and do better. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is just a fucked up energy what I'm feeling right now. I don't know what y'all got going on, Gemini. If somebody doing this to y'all, or y'all doing this to somebody. But somebody, it just seemed like somebody getting finessed, period. I asked to answer the question on the heart and the mind of the Gemini, and I got peaceful resolution. It needs to be peaceful resolution with this Knight of Swords here. Justice in reverse. Money issues. What you trying to do? What are you about to do though, Gemini? Because it's about to be some actions taken, or there has been actions taken in regards to frustrations behind money. Did you get dumped? Did you dump somebody because you was looking to them for money, but they just didn't produce because maybe they're experiencing financial constraints? It wasn't what you thought it was going to be. It was an illusion. I don't know. But the attribute that you need to embody to fight your spiritual wars for the month of April is the Queen. And the light attributes radiate the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. And because this is a Gemini, and because y'all got two sides to y'all, I'm going to read the shadow attribute, which I wasn't. But I'm just being told to read this because both sides of the Gemini are showing themselves in this read. So beware if you're dealing with a Gemini, or, You're a Gemini dealing with somebody who, got two different sides to their personality. Beware of the shadow attributes of the Queen. Becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. Becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling, demanding. Controlling, demanding. All right. Very eerie vibe. I don't know, like, if y'all can sense, like, I've just been kind of, like, in a weird place during this read. This is weird energy. This is two-faced energy. This is not my type of energy, and I'm a cusp, and I have two different signs, and I don't fuck around like this. So, with that being said, burn my damn sage after this. I pray for y'all, Gemini. Matter of fact, y'all want to pray right now? Father, Mother God, I beseech thee humbly, praying for the Geminis around the world. Father, Mother God, bring them out of their financial constraints and their frustrations in regards to those constraints, Father, Mother God. Help them to deal with the shadow attributes of the Queen card that showed up for them, Father, Mother God. Cleanse their hearts and their minds from any negative thoughts, any negative speech, Father, Mother God, any negative actions. Please stop them on their way.